What's up, Cody? What's up, Warwalker? What's up, Eric? I need to grab something to stir my coffee with. How goes it? How goes it? How goes it? What's up, Shell? What up, Jebediah? What's up? What's up? Good morning, Cara. I'm doing well, Eric. How are you doing? What's going on in New Orleans today, Ben? Morning's going well, Todd. I haven't even been awake, I don't think, for like 45 minutes. Warwalker, I am still in Biak, Indonesia. What's up, LOL? We're in Biak, Indonesia. Is that you, Shelly? Finally. Everybody's name got changed on the YouTubes. You're no longer London Jane Travels. What's up, Steven? Making dinner, Cody? What are you making? But we are in Biak, Indonesia. Biak, B-I-A-K. About to have some coffee. Shelly, it just changed everybody's display name to what their, I guess, YouTube username is or some shit. So you have to go into your settings and change your display name to whatever you want it to be. Biak, Indonesia. Good morning, TLC. What's up with you? What's up, Mr. Mikey, you fucking legend, you? Has Lady been back on the live streams? My lady? No, she hasn't.
On my channel, I did go once.
When did you go live on your channel?
A few days ago. Let me see. I think. Let me see.
Maybe some spaghetti or something with hamburger meat. Nice. Biznatch.
I went live on my channel 3 days ago.
You went live 3 days ago on your channel.
But it's been stupid out here. This weather's dumb.
Yeah, the weather, it's been so friggin' windy, and we're definitely over the waves.
And
Like, this is not fun.
Our package is officially getting destroyed.
Yeah, oh yeah, our package officially gets destroyed. The one that's stuck in custom. Well, we've been saying customs, but it's stuck at FedEx. I guess FedEx. I mean, it's still stuck in customs. It's just not physically at customs. They just can't get approval from customs to clear the package. But since we have not been able to resolve these issues, FedEx said that they're destroying the package tomorrow. Jess's channel is Sailorette Plans. It's not sailing related, it's not boat related, it's not our life related. It's about stickers and journals and decorating your journal with stickers.
So it's not everyone's cup of tea, so I do not recommend subscribing.
But yeah, so the package is stuck in Jakarta yeah, they just haven't been able to get it cleared through customs.
It's because they want all these ridiculous paperwork that nobody.
We have some supplements for Lexi in that package, so they want paperwork filled out by Animal Quarantine saying that these supplements are allowed to come into the country.
We have.
I have cotton. I have bamboo underwear, but we labeled it as cotton underwear, and they want paperwork from the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Health stating that these underwear can come into the country. I have a whole bunch of cotton tapestries that I was going to hang up in the background of our lives that are blacklight tapestries, and I bought USB powered blacklights. So for live at night, we could have a cool background. Since they are cotton, they want additional paperwork from the Department of Agriculture to make sure that those things can be imported into the country.
Nobody knows how to get these paperwork. Nobody has ever used apparently an agent to clear any of these items in, so we have not been successful in being able to find an agent to help us. Like the owners of the Nervala dive resorts that were anchored in front of.
Yeah, we've had multiple people try to help us, and nobody's been able to help us get this package out of customs. Our last ditch effort here is reaching out to the company that shipped it to us, our like freight forwarding company.
But they're difficult to get a hold of.
Yeah, they're difficult to get a hold of. But the last message I sent to them that they replied to was, "Can we please get this requested to be shipped back to the United States?" So we could just split it up into smaller packages. I don't know how it'll be destroyed. Well, it doesn't even say it'll be destroyed. It says that it will be surrendered to the state.
Which means then we lose any right to our own package.
We're doing well, Etienne. How you doing? Have I tried a heist? I'll have to go commando shell. Yeah, I'm used to that. No, they're not returning our money, Car. I mean, we will be out all the items in the package. I think it's $1,700 worth of stuff, or $1,800.
Yeah, I would just call it $2,000. And if they're gonna ask us to pay any storage fee, I would be like,
no, there's no way I'm paying anything.
No, I'm so fucking pissed off. Like,
ship it to you and you'll bring it to us, Shelly.
aww.
I wish you could come meet us in Bali.
Well, we're aiming to get there in April. I think we'll be ready to leave here, this particular area, end of January, weather permitting. So we got a report from, I asked for the morning report on the floating jetty, or the floating dock, the other boat that's like anchored by. And they said there's like a wooden bridge that connects like the floating dock to the concrete, like, you know. And he says that it's very dangerous to right now have that wooden bridge connected, so it's not connected right now. So there's really no way to go to land.
What's up, Rolly?
He sent me a video of the morning report.
Ay.
So rough day number 3, I guess. Yeah, this is day 3 of this bullshit. It's supposed to calm down around 4.
You'll smuggle it for us, Knock?
Yeah, buddy.
Unfortunately, I mean, if we could get the package shipped back to the U.S., we could break it down into smaller packages that are valued under $750 each, and the packages won't get flagged at customs. We didn't know that originally.
I mean,
so if we were able to get it back to the U.S., although it's going to cost probably a lot of money to get it back to the U.S., and then a lot of money to split it up and ship it back here. There is other options if we were able to get it back to the U.S. I mean, I don't know.
And I wouldn't use FedEx again. I think I would stick to DHL, even though we were told not to.
We were told not to use DHL because they didn't service the address that we were having it shipped to, and we accidentally shipped one package by DHL, and it arrived just fine.
Just fucking fine. But apparently,
heist or no? Well, if we were to do a heist, we'd have to. It's a long ways away. We're about. It would take us. If we wanted to sail directly to where our package was, it would probably take us like 3 weeks or 4 weeks to get there.
Yeah, I think Jakarta.
Thank you, Ricky, for that golden shit and the 100. Oh, you guys are fucking drunk.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Go down below. You don't need to be standing
No,
here.
I don't.
Mr. Mikey, you fucking legend, you. Thank you for the dono. We appreciate you. Little help with the bureaucracy. Who wants who to sink? Thank you for the GG, Ricky. Oh, James wants us to sink. Yeah, he's a bitch. What up, Brad? Chillin', chillin'. What's up with you? Thank you, Happy Jalapeno. I appreciate that. Shelly, thank you for the golden shit. Or Shell, thank you for the golden shit. Ricky, thank you for the 100. Yeah, I don't think that we could even get to Jakarta in time to try to get to heist our package out. I don't think see the problem with our package, like us dealing with the package, is that our name has there is no way to prove that that package has anything to do with us because it's shipped from a company to a woman in Indonesia. It has our boat name on it. No, we're not moving yet. With AI.
Although it feels like it.
Thank you for the golden shit, Ricky. Gotta believe in the heist. Yeah, they said that they're gonna surrender the stuff to the state tomorrow, and I couldn't get to where the package is for a couple weeks, so I think by the time we get there, the package is gonna be long gone.
I mean, even if we flew there, there's no guarantee. I mean, it's a couple $100, no guarantee we'll get the package.
Thank you, Breaking the Matrix. I appreciate that.
Anyways, so that's sad and depressing. Just, $2,000 down the drain.
Bubbles is in jail, no? FBI warning. Oh no. Yes, this is the package with all of our boat parts. We have successfully received 2 packages so far that are nothing but stickers. Shelly, you figured out how to change your name back. Lexi's down below. Relaxing. Nah, not fishing. Just chilling. You don't know what they ended up doing with Bubbles? Yeah, last I heard he was arrested for beating some woman or some shit. Thank you for the 100s, Ricky. Sasquatch from Canada. What's up, Sassy? I wonder what a fucking... Just imagine a conversation between a Canadian Sasquatch and an Australian Sassy the Sasquatch. It's going to be appropriated by some stinking bureaucrat. I mean, I still have a little tiny sliver of hope that the company that shipped it to us can get FedEx to return it. Because I think all FedEx really cares about is having a FedEx account. They want a FedEx account to return the package.
But it's already past business hours in the States, so we have to wait until tomorrow.
But yeah, so I did end up ordering a bunch of the stuff to fix our boat, the water maker at least, from the local eBay called Tokopedia. So we could still potentially, I don't know how good these parts are going to be. Man, yeah. Ah, it's depressing. Hey, what's up, Ron? Hey, I don't have a leather jacket on, but cold and dark. Sasquatch is called a yowie. Good day, mate. What's up, West Oz? What's going on in the land of Oz today? Do I ever smoke THC vapes? I haven't had one in probably since we came back to the States in January of last year. And then they probably lasted me maybe 2 or 3 months. So maybe April or May of 2025 was the last time I had a THC vape. Stock up on food supplies. No, we were thinking about going to land today to stock up on some food, but it is still quite choppy. And I don't know if you guys heard what Jess said earlier, but the dinghy dock is attached to land with like a wooden little like dock, but
Wooden, like,
it's like a little wooden walkway.
little wooden bridge, yeah, walkway.
And
It's basically
they removed the wooden walkway because it's just a little bit too crazy out here right now. So I guess so it doesn't get damaged, they removed it. So I don't think we'd want to be going to land unless they put that wooden walkway back in. Looking for gold? Nice, West Oz. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Etienne. I appreciate that. Here's a little fun fact. I may or may not have just ran out of stuff to smoke yesterday that I may have had with me for the last few weeks. I was able to smoke every day since arriving in Indonesia. And I just ran out yesterday. So this is like day 1 of sobriety.
But you're not cranky yet.
I scraped my pipe yesterday and friggin' got a couple hits. Well, yesterday was basically day 1 of sobriety. But then last night I scraped my pipe, all the resin out of my pipe, and got a couple hits before I went to sleep last night. Why'd you fly to Portland, Shelly? Do we have alcohol on board? We have alcohol, but it's more likely to get dumped overboard than to get drunk. Watch out for the crazy dreams, I shall.
Watch out for that tree.
Yeah, part of me now just wants to fucking fast forward to friggin' Thailand.
I know. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. I was just thinking today how I'm kind of starting to feel like I'm ready to leave here. Do you feel like you're ready to leave yet? I just want to see the cenote and that's it.
Oh yeah, we gotta rent a scooter.
And then I will be officially really happy with my experience here and I'm ready to leave.
I agree.
I'm so sick. Maybe we could find more protected anchorages along the way.
I do live on a boat. Last World War II island site that we visited. Well, we haven't visited any specific stuff from World War II here, but this is absolutely. This was a. Oh yeah, actually, we just scuba dived the other day on a crashed American amphibious airplane that crashed not even a mile away from our boat. Like it is literally, the dive spot is literally right over here. If we wanted to, we could probably don the scuba gear right here and make it over there to the dive spot. So this island here has plenty of World War II history. There's some Japanese caves that they dug out
Oh yeah.
that we could go visit.
Yeah, the caves and the single.
Yes, it is quite choppy here today. Do I get tired of being on the boat? When it's like this, yes. Yeah, I am kind of getting to the point where I'm a little over this rocking motion. But I haven't checked the weather today at all, but last night when I checked, it said like 9 o'clock tonight it was supposed to friggin' start shifting.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. the wind starts shifting?
A little earlier, but
Okay, so the winds should start shifting around 4 p.m. today to a direction where we're protected. So that will significantly calm it down in here.
and what else was I gonna say? So and tomorrow.
What was your comment, Chris? How dare I miss your...
Thursday, tomorrow, and Friday is supposed to be nice and calm. So
Chris, they are not big waves. That is very true.
I mean, yesterday they were. Wendy said it was 2-foot waves.
Yes. But it is still not fun to be on anchor. Hell yeah, Connie. But yeah, it's basically like we're out at sea right now, sailing to a new destination. You can see how shallow it gets over here. So yeah, actually, I mean, if we took the dinghy over there on a calm day, that's good, good scuba diving. Or I mean, you know, good scuba diving and snorkeling. I have fished rod, yes. I bet you would, Chris. I bet you would. Oh yeah, there was definitely 3 different shades of water over there. You go from like 30 to 40 feet. It gets as shallow as probably 3 to 8 feet, and then it drops off to like 100 feet beyond that. So there's definitely multiple colors. Oh, I'm sure you've been here and done this, Chris. Bet you're the most experienced sailor in the world. What's up, Michael? How are you doing? Storm anchor out? Nah, we just got a regular old anchor out. The worst weather we've been in, well, we don't really go out in bad weather. think the worst weather we might have been in was the trip from Guatemala to United States back in 2022. Probably saw like 35, 40 knot winds. Maybe, what did we say? Like 16-foot seas-ish? Thanks, AI. There's different anchors. I mean, there's different styles of anchors. Generally, a storm anchor is just an oversized, any anchor that's oversized. Like if your boat if the recommended size of anchor for your boat is, let's say, a 50-pound anchor, then a storm anchor might be a 75, 80, 90-pound anchor. And then, I mean, it's really up to the sailor to choose what kind of anchor they like. I've always had a Rockna brand anchor. What's the other company that makes Rockna style? Mantis, I think. So they're generally what I think a lot of modern sailors use nowadays. But you got all different kinds of anchors. Sometimes they say certain style of anchors are better for sandy bottoms, certain style of anchors are better for muddy bottoms. I know, fucking windy out there. Why don't I bring a hair to brush my hair? I don't even know what that means. Make it to North Korea? Doubtful, Rod. Hell yeah, Michael. Glad you could make it onto a live instead of commenting after the fact, which you were doing for like months. You'd always miss the lives and then you'd comment after the fact. Have I ever lost an anchor? Negative. I need donations for hairspray. I think of all the things that I would use donation money for, hairspray would be the absolute last thing on the list. I would use donation money. First and foremost, donation money goes to pay the internet bill. Because, I mean, I just feel like that is obviously the first thing that money should go towards, because it allows us to keep bringing content to you guys. And then I think, yeah, I'm just slowly taking my donation money and paying off our daily expenses. And then if we ever get to the point where our donations are exceeding our monthly expenses, then we can start putting donation money towards other nice things to have. We poop in a toilet, Chris, actually. Who cares what I do? Yeah, I mean, I think some people like to know where, if they're going to donate, where the money's going to. I don't think that hurts for people to know. Especially when I'm using it for legitimate stuff. Now, if I was some drug addict that was low-key just using it for heroin or fentanyl or something, that'd be a pretty shitty thing to do, I think. What does my shirt say? It says SRH. Stoners Wreaking Havoc. Have I ever seen a submarine or a whale? Negative. I have a composting toilet. But yeah, I never saw a submarine. I've seen whales while snorkeling, not actually from my boat, thank God. I don't know what the fox says, real. Yeah, Jim, we are still rocking and rolling. WhatsApp? Yes, I do have WhatsApp. Do you want my number? Could we survive if we got stranded on a remote island? Yes. Do we have provisions? We have some. Ibrahima. Well, we're in Biak, Indonesia. Rex, we are in Biak, Indonesia. Beautiful part of Indonesia, I have to say. If only the anchorage was protected from west and southern winds a little bit better, this would be damn near perfect. Beach Indonesia, bro. I like Biak Indonesia, Ibrahima. Chris, I have a 1986 Island Packet 38. Did we ever stop in Hawaii? We were going to quit sailing and sail from Bora Bora to Hawaii and put the boat up for sale. But when we arrived in Bora Bora from Tahiti, it was so beautiful that it reinvigorated me to keep sailing. So we decided to say fuck Hawaii and kept sailing around the world. So we sailed from Bora Bora to Fiji. So no, we didn't go to Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii by plane. No dolphins, no whales. We've seen dolphins on stream many times. You take care too, Ibrahima. But yeah, we've seen what's up? Never Bow Down / I Show Travels. But yeah, we've seen dolphins on stream many times. We've seen whales while snorkeling in Tahiti. What's up, Francisco? I don't know what that is, Etienne. Do I speak Bahasa? I do not, Ibrahima. My wife said she wants to learn Bahasa, but I don't think she's doing it. No, Island Packets aren't center cockpit boats, it's aft cockpit. Show the ocean. The ocean's right behind me. Good to see you too, Christopher. What's up? I haven't tried rendang. As you can see, it's quite choppy. The only dish that I've tried while in Indonesia is Pisang goreng. Thank you, music guy. I appreciate it. Gotta have a bulletproof hole. Oh, I also had the friggin' with the chicken, the boneless, skinless chicken that's on a stick. What's that called? What is kopi susu? Satay. That's it. Yeah, so I had some satay, pisang goreng. Well, we also had, oh man, what's the tofu thing that we ate? What's that tofu thing we ate? Pisang goreng has nothing to do with tofu. Pisang goreng has nothing to do with tofu. Yeah, the EC stuff or whatever. Yeah, I can't. It was the one that I had. So we went to a street food vendor, and they had pisang goreng, and then there was a bunch of similar stuff to pisang goreng, except it was the outside batter was like tofu, and then the inside had meat, or the one that I had vegetables and noodles inside. We are on the windward side, Chris. That is why it is so rocky and wavy out here. When the winds shift, it will be much calmer when we're protected by land. When the wind is blocked by the land and the waves don't have time to really accumulate because the wind is coming from land, it will be much calmer out here. I'm in Biak, Indonesia. What's up, Alaska Critter Cam? How you doing today? Oh, so this is peak season XQ for whales. I am American. Born and raised in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Music guy, if I could go back and do it over again, no, I would not buy an Island Packet 38. I would have probably bought a Lagoon, somewhere between a Lagoon 45 and a Lagoon 55. 16-foot waves in a storm, it's not fun. Visit Philippines, oh, if I visit Philippines, it would be by airplane, not on this boat.
So far, yet so near.
Oh, Ibrahima, I'm in Biak, Indonesia.
about your temple experience.
Yep. Are we going to make a move soon? We still got some packages that we ordered locally or within Indonesia that we're waiting on.
This week.
Yes, I could operate that boat by myself. I do not have kids. Yes, we are in Papua. XQ, are you just giving me AI stuff? I look a Hollywood actor. Why, thank you. Which actor is that? Everything's going well, Sonny. How are you doing? I look like Brad Pitt, Jesus. All beaches are beautiful, Ibrahima. I think that's true. Spicoli. What's up, Colt?
I don't think that's true.
Steve McQueen, Jesus, I got a friggin' Patty logs. Oh, I got you, XQ. I'm on a boat, bitch. Chuck Norris, geez, I just get all of it. What's the other, what's the fighter guy? Oh, I can't remember now. The more I talk about big boats, be careful of sharks. Oh, I will. We saw a gray shark when we went scuba diving last week. We went scuba diving with like 30 bull sharks in Fiji. I'm from the United States, Ibrahima. You've been diving since 1986. That's a year after I was born, XQ. We're doing well, Daniel. No, not Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's Cowboy Cerrone is the one that people keep coming in here saying I look like. What's up, fat man? Reason to buy the Lagoon boat? Because it has more space. I don't know what you said, Ibrahima. I said I don't speak Bahasa. I'm not heading anywhere, Munin. We're anchored right now. Banton, no thank you. I don't look like Cowboy Cerrone? Why, thank you. Mike, you fucking legend. Thank you for the dono. We are in Biak, Indonesia still. So we've had a package stuck in, we're going to say it's stuck in customs. It's stuck at the FedEx office. They can't get it cleared by customs in Jakarta, Indonesia, which is like the capital. And it's about 2,000 miles away from us, 3,000 miles away from us right now. But the package has been stuck there. They've been requesting more paperwork. Like, there's so much back and forth, and nobody seems to really know what is going on with this package. But we just got word yesterday that tomorrow they're going to surrender the contents over to the state. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Music guy, yeah, the shitty thing is, if when we bought this boat, I owned my own business and we were doing quite well for ourselves. So a Lagoon 55 would have been something that we could have easily purchased back then if we would have postponed our sailing adventure and just stayed working for a couple years. Unfortunately, I was too excited to go sailing, so I settled for a cheap boat just so I could get out there and start sailing and not have to work anymore. Sometimes you need to stop and think about your decisions before making them instead of just going all gung-ho on something. But you live and you learn. Good morning, Matthew. So will we get the stuff in the package? Fat Man, it's looking like that stuff is going to be surrendered to the Indonesian government, and they will probably either destroy it or keep it for themselves. I don't know what they're going to really use parts for a desalination device. Yeah, I don't know. But it doesn't look like we're going to be getting those parts. Yeah, once it's turned over to the state, I think the state just gets to do what they want with it. Maybe they have a person who just like then resells everything on the local eBay or some shit. Maybe we'll end up seeing all that stuff on the local eBay and I could rebuy it. See you again, Ibrahima. Thank you for stopping in. I'm 40 years old. No, we don't get refunded. Best decision was to go? Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we've got so many people involved with trying to get this package out of its jail. We had the woman who we sent the package to at the marina in Sarang, Indonesia. She's been working on it. The local dive resort here, the owners of it, have been working on it, along with one of their guys or friends in Jakarta. Yeah, I just don't know what we could possibly do. Yeah, Watermaker's been down for a couple months now. Been schlepping water back and forth in these jerry cans. Which we probably need to do today or tomorrow so we could have some water to shower. Why, thank you, Dallas. What's going on in Louisiana today? What is the package? The package includes pieces to fix our desalinator, parts to upgrade our propane system, parts to get our Starlink, to power our Starlink mini while we're on land so we could stream on land. There was some like black lights, USB powered black lights with black light posters to hang up in the background for nighttime streams. I had underwear in that package. We had supplements for Lexi because she gets bladder stones. There was like Oh, this package was full of stuff. Where did it go? It went to Jakarta. It was supposed to clear in through customs in Jakarta and then get forwarded onto us here. Colt, I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. What's up, Gare Dog? I truly, truly don't know. I have had a couple people from the United States talk about how they might come to Bali when we're there. So maybe we could organize somebody to bring us stuff and have it just shipped to them in the US and then they bring it to us in Bali. But we are not going to be in Bali for a couple more months, I don't think. Is our agent working directly with customs? No, we are working directly. I think they are working with FedEx. FedEx is telling us what they need from us. I truly don't know because all the emails are in Bahasa and I don't really understand what, like, the translation isn't too clear. Get Elon involved. Why would they seize them? Because we didn't. Apparently we didn't do what we needed to do to get them cleared in through customs. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't think it's the carrier. I think it's the government. I think that, yeah, I don't know. I truly don't know. Heist or nothing. I wish that was an option. Just imagine going to jail for a couple years because I wanted to friggin' get my water maker parts. Yeah, unfortunately, an Indonesian customs broker can't really help us. Where the package should be sent? What do you mean? You lost video? Max, we are doing well. We are doing well. We are in Biak, Indonesia still. Everyone's doing well. What's up, Carrie? It's all good now? I don't know what the problem was. I think that was on your end. What's up? What's up? It's your boy. What's up, Amina? Have I called FedEx in Memphis? Why would I call FedEx in Memphis, XQ? What's up, Chris? I half fish? No, I'm 100% human, Knock. Don't be dumb. Life at sea is good. Chris, how is life on land? How sure am I that it's in Indonesia? 100% sure. Plot a chart and get out of there when I get food and water. Why, Chris? But that's the best advice you could give? That doesn't sound like very good advice. Cheddar mashed potatoes. Nice, Chris. What's up, Mick? I don't understand what the point of that advice is, Chris. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Ever get seasick? Jess does sometimes. I've only gone seasick twice in my life. Jennifer, we are in Biak, Indonesia still. I mean, other than this package situation, we have been loving Biak. We are like little celebrities here. Every time we go to land, we got people asking to take pictures with us. The owner of the local dive resort, when we first arrived, she was taking us around, showing us the sights, taking pictures and videos of us, and putting them on her stories on Instagram and WhatsApp and stuff. So like all the local people fucking have seen us. So that we go to land and people stop us and be like, I saw you on Instagram, or I saw you on WhatsApp. Chris, my package is 3,000 miles away from us right now. Like, Indonesia is the size of the United States. I'm in like New York and my package is in California. So, I mean, the people here locally, we have had nothing, but like I said, we're like celebrities here. If I was to fill up on food and water like you had suggested, I'd be heading to the place where my package is, where they supposedly don't like me. So that doesn't really seem to... You're telling me to pack up and go to where they don't like me. Leave the place where they do and go to the place they don't like us. Yeah, well, Max, even Jess has gotten requests to take pictures with more than me. And she looks, I mean, she's dark skinned like them with the dark curly hair. Why is the government going to lock me up, Chris? You seem like somebody who's very, I don't know. Typical American. Yes, we are, hippie. I don't understand why Chris thinks the government would lock me up. What did I do wrong that the government would lock me up? Music guy, thank you for the dono, you fucking legend. Chris, I don't think it's an attack on me, Chris. I don't think the government knows who I am, what I'm about. Like, I think that it's just bureaucracy about importation of goods here in Indonesia. I don't think it's a... Wow, I don't know, man. Chris, are you from America? So, Chris, do you think it's my skin color that's the reason why my package hasn't been approved yet? When are we going back to the USA, Munin? I don't know. I mean, if it was anytime soon, then I would just be reordering this stuff and picking it up in the States and flying back with it. I did meet a local American dude here who is dating an Indonesian girl, and he is going to be flying back to the States. And he said he's flying back to the States this month, and I think he's coming back in like April or something like that. So I guess if there's something really necessary, I could ask him if he could fly us something back. Moa. Well, Chris, I just don't understand how you got from me having problems importing a package to the government hates me and I'm going to get arrested. I don't understand how you went from A to B there. Now, actually, it feels like you went from like A to K. But Chris, do you understand that I am in New York and they are in California? Do you know how far away New York is from California? Because it kind of doesn't seem like you really have an idea. Like, they're not like two cities that are right next to each other. So first off, how do the people that are holding my package know that I'm white? Like, they've never seen me before. I'm fucking like 3,000 miles away from the people that are holding my package. How do they know I'm white? What's up in New Zealand today, King? And I don't understand how, if they are holding my package and not releasing it because I'm white, why are they then going to incarcerate me like you said that they were going to put me in jail? Maybe they think I'm green. Jess is watching TV. Drones, that's how. I just think it's insane how we go from a package being stuck in customs to me getting thrown in jail for some reason. I look Asian, why thank you. I fish on the boat? I have fished on the boat before. Haha, I'm in Biak, Indonesia. Moa, I mean, I have already successfully received 3 packages here in Indonesia. So if I was being targeted for being a rich American white man, why didn't they stop all of my packages? I have a foreigner named Chris. So again, why my foreigner name is not on my package. I have a local Indonesian woman listed as the receiver on my package. So for all they know, all the customs officials know is this package is for a local Indonesian person. So now explain how they know that I'm a white man when my package has a local woman's name on the package. It's addressed to a local woman. Yeah, Chris, I mean, like I said, typical American. He's a rage trigger troublemaker troll. I think he needs to friggin' start trying to make some intelligent arguments if he wants to rage bait. Great to see you too, ATK, you fucking legend. Your pronouns are who and what. When you're so racist, you think everyone is. I think it's just a lot of people who don't really know what goes on outside of the United States just assumes what goes on outside of the United States based off of what they see on the news or on YouTube. Oh yeah, bro, they're holding your package because you're white, bro. They want more money, bro. If that was the case, they would be like, pay this and you could get your package released. They could charge me fucking, this package has $1,800 worth of stuff in it. If they're like, pay us an extra $1,000 and you could get your package, I would say that's bribery, but I would do it. But they haven't given me that option. Because one, they don't know I'm white. They don't know I'm rich. Which I'm not rich, but... What's up, Captain Farron? What is going on? Do I have the package? I don't have the package. I wish I had the package. It would help me a lot to have the package. If World War III hits, what's my game plan? Probably go to an island that has a little village that they've been surviving without much help from outside support, where they grow their own stuff, survive off of what they grow, and try to mix in with them. Bonjour, Frenchie. What's going on? Doing okay today? That's good, Captain Farron. It's better than doing bad. Maybe you're not a troll, Chris, but I mean, I just think that you definitely want your opinions heard. You said that I should get out of here. You suggested that I fill up on food and water and get out of here as quickly as possible because I can't get my package out of customs jail. And then you said that because I might end up in jail myself. And I just don't understand how you go from what the thought process is from I'm having trouble getting a package that's not even addressed to me so they don't know I'm white, to somehow the government hates me and is going to throw me in jail. I just don't understand how you go from one to the other. I don't view you as a troll. I just view you as someone who maybe just isn't very well educated in other parts of the world and how other parts of the world operate. What is the case in other parts of the world, Chris? Thank you, ATK. How important is the package to me, Munin? I mean, if I have to, I will reorder the stuff and then I'm out like $2,000. But I mean, at the end of the day, we will survive. I've already reordered a few of the items. Hell yeah, Milkman. What's up with you? Nah, not fishing, Travis. What's up, Bakta? Alright, you guys don't gotta personally attack Chris. Like I said, I just think that he's just a little bit, maybe not even uninformed, misinformed about how things go in other parts of the world. I think I'm tough or something. Exactly, grilled cheese. You got me all figured out, brother. Yeah, Captain, you came in earlier today. What did I do for a living prior to this? When I got the dream to go sailing, I worked in an Amazon.com warehouse as a low-level packing customer orders kind of guy. And then I realized I needed a lot of money to buy a boat. So I started asking my boss to mentor me to get promoted. Took a transfer from Pennsylvania down to Tampa. Started in a Tampa warehouse, and then I got promoted to manager, and I moved to Miami. Then I got promoted to site leader. Then I quit to go run a logistics company. Then I started my own logistics company, delivering Amazon packages. That's kind of how I financially was able to afford this. Nah, definitely not ex-Wall Streeters Silicon Valley guy. I am an ex-warehouse worker slash... I mean, most of my time was spent working in an Amazon warehouse as a low-level Amazon worker. And then I would say the last 6 years, I had gotten promoted to manager, then got promoted to site leader, quit to be an operations manager for a logistics company delivering Amazon packages, and the owner of that business helped me start my own business delivering Amazon packages. Yes, I have experience playing in the snow as a kid. I am from the mountains of Pennsylvania. No, Chris, please don't leave. I think Chris needs a pity party, guys. 1, 2, 3. Music guy, what am I supposed to say thank you for? The donation? I said thank you for the donation as soon as you sent it. Not sure what you'd be talking about. But absolutely unsubscribe. Your sister just left? Where'd she leave to, Lorraine? Who's my favorite Hollywood actor? I don't know. I always was a big Matt Damon fan, but then he like really started getting into like being anti-Second Amendment shit. So fuck all Hollywood people. Oh, your sister's your landlord, Lorraine. Nice. When do we plan to have kids? I mean, as soon as possible. Jason Bourne movies were some of my favorite movies. The books were really good too. Good Will Hunting was another good one. Oh shit, Calisthenics is back. Fuck, I forgot he wasn't even here yet. Bom, 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 bom. Oh man, the ones with the fists hurt more, but we're not done yet. What exactly did you do, Chris? You tell me. What do you think you did? Do you think you're being unfairly targeted by a bunch of mean people? How were you trying to look out for me exactly, Chris? Can you explain it? Ooh. One more than yesterday. And it was a rough one. We are eating well, I would say. Our grocery bill, every time we go to the grocery store, is like 1/4 of what it's been for the last year. So much cheaper here. Thank you, Calisthenics. What you up to today? What's the favor matrix? I'm gonna definitely do you a favor matrix. What is it? You already did your workout, Calisthenics? Hell yeah. It is way cheaper, Robert. Hell yeah, ATK. John, I think if I was back in the States right now, I would be just as happy as I am on my boat. What's up in Niger, Aaron? Yeah, Rich, it's still a little rough out here. Jebediah, what branch of the military were you in? Oh, I bet 100 push-ups is nothing for Chris. Chris could do 100 push-ups probably in less than 100 seconds. No, of course, Matrix, I absolutely could. You're welcome. Yes, I've watched Castaway many times, Munin. You could do it in a couple days. That's more like it. Nice, Jebediah. Hell yeah. Thank you for your service. What is my destination, Rich? I don't really have a destination at this time. Yes, Max, I have jumped in and swam around the boat here. It's all good breaking the matrix. Hell yeah. I don't even know, like, I don't even know what you're talking about, if I'm being honest. It's Tom Hanks, Munin. You tell him, Jack. You preach that good word. Robbery, you gotta start somewhere. When friggin' calisthenics started coming in here, I was struggling to do 10. I mean, I still struggle to get up to 30. I gotta take a break in between. Most of my problem, though, is my wrist on my right hand starts hurting. I was in a car accident and I broke this hand. And they said eventually, I can't remember if they said I would get carpal tunnel or arthritis within a couple years. And I never did. And that was, I want to say 17 years ago, and now it's starting to give me some problems. Have I ever had an American girlfriend? I've only ever had American girlfriends, Munin. John, I feel like the majority of people in the United States are good people and are not causing problems. And if you can't get away from it in your day-to-day life, that probably means you're in like one of those shitty fucking states like California or something. Where politics just like fucking drives everybody's day-to-day lives and emotions. And I love American women, Munin. Oh damn, Max, everyone loves Tom Hanks. Fuck yeah. But I definitely don't think the majority of America is as bad as people like to make it sound. I think if I moved back to the United States, I'd be a happy ass man. Munin, I'm from the United States of America. Justin, not today. We only got like 130 footers today, so we're all good. Tom Hanks has TDS. Is that total dissolved solids? How long has it been since I was in America? 1 year. Oh man, yeah, no, we loved it. We were there last January. Take care, Lorraine. Oh, I'm not polluting, Doug. Come on now. Ever caught a shark? No, I've caught a barracuda. What is Trump derangement syndrome, XQ? Last year, America has changed. I think that that's what the news wants you to think. I think if I went back to the United States, at least the places I would go back to, Florida, Pennsylvania, I don't think anything has changed there. I didn't vote for anybody, Munin. I was born and raised in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, Carl Becker. Nice, Justin. Hell yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. ATK, can you specifically tell me what is so bad over there? Have I been to Oklahoma? I don't think I've ever spent time in Oklahoma. All politicians are shitbags. I agree with that shitbaggery, but I would say anybody in this chat, if they ever became a president of the United States, they'd probably be just as bad of a person. Power corrupts. Nice, John. Almost like we were on the brink of World War III, ATK. I think that's all in your head. I think you just listen to the news too much and they convince you that it's almost World War III. I bet you that's what people were saying back in the friggin' 60s and 70s, that we're on the verge of World War III. I bet you when the Iraq War was going on, everyone's like, we're almost on the verge of World War III. Like, we're always on the verge of World War III. I see, XQ. Have a brandy after supper. Enjoy, Justin. Who is with me now? My wife, my dog, and my cat. Have I finished college? I have. Never caught a shark, Max. Like I said, this friggin' waviness is supposed to stop within the next 5 hours as the winds start shifting. What's the coldest state in the USA? Is it Alaska? Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, ATK, I don't think anything looks too bad in America right now, in my opinion. I feel like we were closer to World War III during the Biden years than we are now. The Atlantic, Carl, I would say maybe within 2 years. What's up, Zen Jammin'? Frenchie, we only have one other boat anchored here, the South Africans on Ithaca. I think that there's supposed to be 2 other boats on their way here, one from Papua New Guinea and the other coming from somewhere else in Indonesia, coming opposite directions. Oh, damn, Max. I do know Project 2025 ATK. XQ, how do you know he has 100 million in offshore accounts? Good day, Mikey the Goat. What the fuck is going on with you today? Boom, boom, boom. Now, I don't watch other sailing YouTube, John. Chilling like a big dog. Fuck yeah, Mikey. Have I ever needed the Coast Guard? No, sir. ATK, I have to admit I didn't read Project 2025. I mean, isn't it thousands of pages long? Or at the very least hundreds of pages long? Have you read the entire thing, ATK? Oh, so you talked to Hunter Biden and he told you about it, XQ? So you talked to Hunter on the regular XQ? Is that what you're saying? A video that shortens pretty much everything inside it. I'm sure that video, was that video 100% accurate and honest, or was it more, this is what I think it means? Because the little bit of experience I have with Project 2025 is some Democrat from my Facebook posted all these statements about how Project 2025 wanted to shape America. So I downloaded the Project 2025 document and just searched those specific like sections that this infographic on Facebook was referring to, and it was severely misrepresented. What the infographic was saying Project 2025 was about, when you actually read the verbiage in Project 2025, it was not saying anything about what this infographic was trying to say. XQ, if I'm being honest with you, I don't feel like Hunter Biden has ever admitted to you that his dad has hundreds of millions in offshore accounts. I would never believe that. Got any protection for pirates? These fists. I mean, let's just be honest here. Hunter Biden and his dad are both bad, and they are no better. And Donald Trump is no better than the Bidens either. So, I mean, if we're being honest. Gotta water the ocean. It's getting a little dry out here. Alcohol is a truth serum. I have a lot of friends who get drunk and start saying that they fucking stolen Lamborghinis before when I know they haven't. Alcohol is 100% a bullshit serum that makes people talk a lot of bullshit. So anything that people say when they're drunk is usually a lie. So if Hunter Biden was bragging to you that they got hundreds of millions in offshore accounts while he was drunk, I'm pretty sure they don't have hundreds of millions in offshore accounts. We're gonna. There's a Komodo dragon that lives here, but it's a small one. Yeah, Captain Farron. It hasn't been the most comfortable of anchorages, but it's supposed to calm down in about 5 hours. I think I'm gonna start ignoring the political comments because it just sends the chat down into a fucking shitty ass rabbit hole of conversation. Justin, Biak, Indonesia. Thank you for the 100. Scott. XQ. People divulge a lot of information that might not necessarily be true. People tend to brag a lot, especially when they're on drugs. Brag about stuff that they've never actually done. I don't think that that's a good argument. If you were hanging around Hunter Biden and he divulged some information, sounds like he was probably just trying to sound cool to you. And he was saying a lot of lies. We're doing well, Nate. How are you doing today? Talk football. Talk brandy. IU football, I have not heard anything about that. This boat that feels like it should have a fucking like maybe 1 or 2 big outboard motors, but it has some big loud diesel in it. I don't know what the fuck they do. Like they come drive past me and then they turn around and go back. To be fair, I don't know if it's the same boat every time, so maybe this is like some kind of mechanic who fixes motors. And he just is always taking things out for test drives after he fixes them. Eagles lost. What about the Steelers? Seahawks play the Niners. Uh-oh. A 25-foot McGregor. My first boat was a 17-foot McGregor Venture. I never even put it on the water though. I bought it in Pennsylvania. Well, actually, I got it in a trade on Craigslist. Got it in a trade on Craigslist for a fucking old used MacBook Pro. And it sat in my yard because we didn't have any way to tow it. Maybe they know we're the next big YouTube stars. Maybe. Sucks for the Steelers. But yeah, it's fucking... The only nice thing about this weather is the wind keeps it a bit cool. Actually, that's not even true because last night I sweat like a motherfucker. Even though we had good airflow. Oh, damn, Frenchie. You went as far as getting a fucking survey on it. Oh, that's a shame. Patriots are going to be back in the Super Bowl. Jess is doing well, Captain. She's watching TV right now. She's watched, I think, 3 seasons. I wish I had a kite and board. I've been so close to, well, man. We had the opportunity to get a paddleboard a couple times and we fucking fucked it up. Do I miss the USA a little bit, Muning? A little bit. I would say once or twice a month I'm like, man, I should just fucking move back to the States, get some property. Start building up a homestead. Maybe get another good job and save up for a bigger boat. Stream got a bit choppy. Is it still choppy for anyone? Dub Bears. They're going to the Super Bowl. Forget the paddleboard. It's very convenient on calm days to just throw a paddleboard in the water and paddle to land, and then go through the whole rigmarole of getting the dinghy in the water. So many people we know in calm anchorages would just throw their paddleboard in the water real quick and paddleboard to land. And I am jealous of that. What's up, Loretta? Happy New Year to you. How are you doing? Muning, I'm sure you could just fucking Google it and find out. You don't need to be asking us. Just Google it. My home? Hey, what is that, Brad? Very insistent on that question. I don't know what the fuck. In PA, the land is pretty cheap. Well, I guess comparative to some other more popular states, but I still feel like Pennsylvania is quite expensive when it comes to land. I don't know if I would want to live in Pennsylvania, though. Brad, no, I am not worried at all about what's going on in my country. My country has pretty much been the same for the last 40 years. Muning, could I say suck my dick? Buy a Sea-Doo. They're expensive. Oh, Brad, I'm sure you know all about what's going on in the United States. Very well educated you are, aren't you, Brad? Whatever happened to the dude that donated 20 bucks and then said I never said thank you? Nah, Brad, I just think it's very cute how you think you know what's going on. Always gotta love people like you, Brad. If I could have one piece of equipment on my boat that I don't have right now, oh, functioning water maker. A windsurfer would give you a paddleboard with a sail. I would just wonder what that looks like when there's no wind and I want to go to land. What, you just paddleboard it then? I mean, I guess that's true. Thank you for the golden shit, North Fork. Brad, I would love to, I mean, I think I would enjoy living in the United States. Going back to living in the US would be a fun time for me, I think. Can't imagine why living in the United States right now would be any different than me living in the United States 10 years ago. Explain to me how it would be different, Brad. I love it. People's arguments are always to scoff and be like, "Oh, you are you serious right now? You don't know how bad it is? Oh, if you don't know, then I'm not even going to tell you." That's like the words of somebody who has no valid argument. Pedo for Prez. I mean, how is that any different than 4 years ago, Brad? We had a pedo for a Prez. How is that any different from the Clinton era? We had a pedo for a Prez. Like, what is different now than like, come on, let's start using our brains here. And honestly, let's be 100% honest. What does the president, how much does the president of the United States actually impact the everyday life of an American citizen? Like, let's be honest and say that.
Uh-oh.
Sure, XQ9. I mean, do you actually know this person, or are you just giving me someone that you, like, can you vouch for this guy, or? North Fork, I don't really feel like gas prices are going to affect my day-to-day life that much. Like, I've never really struggled whether gas prices were one price or another. Like, gas prices never really affected my day-to-day life. So, I mean, I am going to be 100% honest with you. The President of the United States, in my 30, how long have I been out of the United States? We'll call it 5 years. So 35 years living in the United States, the President of the United States never directly impacted me. Brad, I don't even understand your comment. You said, "Fuck, brother, I'm giving up now. You think you don't matter." So you're saying that I think I don't matter? Is that what you're saying? Okay, XQ, give me the name. I will try reaching out to them. I mean, even when I owned a vehicle in the United States, gas prices did not really matter to me. What, Brad, can you specifically tell me why you think that I think I don't matter? What did I say to make you think that? Please explain. I feel like you're doing a lot of like 6-word sentences without any kind of explanation, and it's just like seems like a very empty conversation with you. Like you just say simple little things like, I'm done with you, you think you don't matter. That's very like, no facts, no anything else behind it. Because I say politics don't affect me, so I think, how do you get that I think I don't matter because I say politics don't affect me? XQ, I mean, I'm willing to reach out to this agent if he thinks, if this agent could get something done before the package gets destroyed tomorrow or surrendered tomorrow. Justin, I mean, if I truly believe that anybody in here could easily make 6 figures and not have to worry about gas prices. Brad, what country are you from? Did the current owners of Greenland take Greenland by... How did they take it? Did they just like ask for it and it was given to them? North Fork. I'm not pissed today. What makes you think I'm pissed? Because I got trolls? You tell them, Aaron. Well, if I'm being honest with you, I don't really know how fucking how Greenland became. Well, who owns it? The Dutch, or who owns it? Who owns Greenland, and how did they acquire it? Brad, I'm sure you know all about being uneducated, don't you? I think Brad reads a couple news headlines and he feels like he's an educated person. And then he just he uses this like little technique that people like to use, where it's like, the stupidity of what's being said is just so overwhelming that I can't take it and I need to leave. This is just such common knowledge that I cannot believe more people don't know it. So I am the better person. I must leave this, these uneducated people. I bet you're an ex-druggie, Brad. I bet you were just all into the hardcore shit, doing that cocaine and heroin and meth, and now you're just some highly intelligent person that knows all about politics. And Love people like Brad. The internet intellects, I like to call them. Educated by YouTube. I mean, the things you say definitely shows that you were an ex-druggie. You definitely speak as if you were one, like one of those kind of, because ex-druggies always think they know everything and have all the answers. Somehow an Australian guy, a 60-year-old Australian guy, knows exactly what the President of the United States wants and is doing. Oh yes, Brad, you know more than I do. Yep. You are very well educated, Brad. For an ex-drug addict. I don't know why that friggin' comment was hidden, Captain Farron. Trump is Brad's daddy. It's sounding like it a little bit. But I don't know, if we start acting a little bit more like Australia, we'd be having all of our fucking beaches shut up and shit. Drugs bad, sailing good, you tell him, Bittman. Maybe Steve can pass some of... Who is Steve? You guys want Brad gone? Thank you, North Fork. I appreciate it. Get out the plank. I think it's my duty to give these 60-year-old men the attention that they seem like they fucking need. What's going on in the Canada today, Richard? Vita, I don't think Trump wants the bad people out of Congress. I think Trump just wants his bad people in Congress and the opposition's bad people out of Congress. Keel haul the motherfuckers. Canucks in the house. Cold in Cali today. I'm sorry to hear that, Mikey. You're a cool 58, Terry. What's up, MCW? Getting ready to call it a day, Richard? Me too, me too. You tell him, Curious George. Amen to that, Terry. That's what every time politics get brought up, the fucking chat just devolves into fucking hell. You got tons of people who think they know what they're talking about. In my opinion, nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to politics. Everybody's opinion is based off of what they hear on the news or on YouTube. Yeah, it's not even about crooks on both sides of the aisle. It's also, I feel like everybody's opinions are based off of 5% of the information. Like, and I mean, I guess, I mean, either, yeah, there's not really much you could do about that, but I don't know.
Leave it there.
We'll be heading next to Raja Ampat, Captain Farron. I think it's a little bit more remote. Oh, Brad, you do care? Okay. I'll allow it. Yours is based off of observation assessments, comparison, contrast. Curious George, that still doesn't make it any more accurate. Oh, Brad, you pretend like you do care? Okay, it's all good. I'll allow it. I don't mind. I'll give you the permission, Brad. Better than one-way TV? Yeah, I mean, but again, I mean, just imagine if like the, yeah, we'll dead it. All right, Richard, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Amen to that, Mikey. Beetlejuice, yes, I'm gay. Brad, you got me all figured out, buddy. You actually are really smart, aren't you, Brad? Very intellectual for an ex-drug addict, 60-year-old man. Sherry, are we going live tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow
Maybe not, because if tomorrow's the first nice day we have to go to land, we might spend all day getting our affairs in order. Schlepping water. Doing some shopping.
And then the following week, on Friday, we might schedule a cenote.
I'm not paying $120 to get a ride up to the cenote.
No, do you want to rent a...
I think that's a lot of money for
I
again.
agree. Do you want to rent a scooter?
I think it'd be better to rent a scooter. Very true, Watson. It was a very weird flex, I'll tell you that much, Brad. I don't know what the point of bragging about being a 60-year-old ex-drug addict was, but yeah, you did give me that ammo. I guess you were trying to show your street cred or something like that. But it worked. It worked. I am bowing down to your street cred and your overwhelming political knowledge. I have nothing on you, Brad. You win. I'll never be as smart as you. I said you grew up on net. I didn't say anything about how you grew up, Brad. Just seemed like all your political talking points were stuff that I see all over the news these days about my president wants to take over Greenland and stuff like that. Just like the Canadians fucking 6 months ago were all complaining about how Trump said he was going to take over Canada as well. Well, Thomas, I'm not really too worried about alienating the other side. I mean, I feel like I am. I mean, I hate Trump. I hate fucking Biden. I hate both of the political parties. I think that the United States isn't really going to get better until either we have a third party or the two parties start agreeing on things. Like, I don't know how we devolved as a country into where one side of the like one political party, if they believe in something, the other side has to believe the opposite. Like, that makes no sense. Like, sometimes we can agree on things, like, so sure, Brad. Whatever you say, buddy. You're right. I'm wrong. You're just out here dropping those hardcore facts. There's no way you could have grown up on the internet. You're 60 years old right now. How could you have grown up on the internet? So therefore, the internet has 0% to do shaping your politics and your viewpoints. All of that was cemented long before the internet existed, right, Brad? That's what you were trying to say. Yep, Brad, you have no... Internet has not shaped you at all. Brad's political views were shaped way before the internet. So that means that they are much more valid now. Because back then, they were only given the facts when they were forming their opinions. We can only wish. He needs his attention. Let him get his attention. Lonely old men tend to, you know? Want their verse? They need their voices heard. That's why we don't ban them. We don't need to be the reason somebody goes and offs themselves. Chris, that's kind of my thing. I'm a dick to people. It's kind of like my whole spiel. And Brad, what kind of facts are you basing that off of? The internet will be the most dangerous thing us human monkeys have ever done. That's what we do, Bittman. Bittman, what kind of books are you looking for? Like friggin' like actual books on like how to do stuff, or stories of people's adventures? I mean, for like when it comes to like actual like sailing knowledge on how to do stuff and about points of sail, how to adjust your sails and stuff, I think the Annapolis Book of Seamanship is like the golden standard. Sandy, we are in Biak, Indonesia. What's up, Chadwick? Brad, I love it. I love how you always add "are you kidding me" at the end of your sentence. Like it just goes to show you how like it's interesting. We'll just say that. No, Chris, nobody could be a dick to me or they get banned. This isn't a fucking democracy here. What up, Marshall? Chillin'. What's up with you? My name is Betty Ann Bongo. That's exactly it, Chris. We get rid of the fucking people that don't agree with me. Sherry, exclamation point book, will tell you the book that I read that made me want to go sailing. Thank you, Frenchie. Chris, I bet you've heard a lot of gay things in your life. You seem like the type. Yeah, Brad, I won't get rid of you. Come on, Colt, you don't gotta be mean to people. Crisscross. Jump on it. Was that crisscross? Okay, Joseph, I'll ask for you when I'm in Sierra Leone. All right, Brad. Enjoy your non-shitting time. Jump, jump. Man, I wonder what kind of munchies I got. I know I got peanuts. It doesn't get much more days than only allowing your personal point of view to get through. You tell them, Chris. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but you tell them. Oh yeah, I have heard of the Chapman School too, John. And you sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away. Do we have rain? We haven't really had any rain lately, Sarah. Enya Sail Away, performed by Celtic Woman, is really good too. You wore your pants backwards, Mike. I don't ever remember that being a thing. Soak peanuts in the ocean. It doesn't get much more gray than to attack everyone for having a different point of view. Oh man, I am so sorry, Chris. So sorry to disappoint. My heart is bleeding for you right now. I don't know. It's gonna keep me up at night that I let Chris P on the internet down. Such an important person to be letting down. Damn. I'm gonna have to do some self-reflection. Come sail away, come sail away. Well, Chris, apparently voice recognition, you must be slurring your speech or something. Terry, I guess my channel is supposed to be about Chris's opinion. I guess that's what we're supposed to focus on here on Antisocial in Paradise, what Chris P thinks about life. John, I think Jimmy Buffett does Southern Cross way better than Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Yeah, Chris doesn't seem too happy. I don't know why unhappy people gotta come in here and try to spread it with everybody else. It's sad. Oh no, this shirt's getting all types of dirty. Is that the story of Southern Cross? Oh, so my channel is supposed to be about everybody's opinion, Chris. Is that why I started this channel? Or is that just when a YouTuber starts a channel, they should be expecting and allowing everybody's opinion? We're snacking on peanuts, Mikey. Spurs are getting clobbered. That's no good. Chris, I think there's a whole fucking group of people who stream on YouTube that don't even read the chat. And don't give a fuck about any of their chat's opinions. And I think that the people that don't even acknowledge their chat tend to have a lot more viewers than me. I think people somehow love to just sit in a chat where they get ignored. Yes, we ran out of toilet paper. You just use your hand and wash it off. Dougie, I bet you do. Thank you, Ben. There you go, Chris. I bet you know all about being successful on YouTube. How to get all those likes. Hell yeah, John, I appreciate you stopping in. I'm glad I could show you the life that you wish you had. Feel like that's a little bit of dick to say, but as long as you're enjoying it. What's up in Moscow? What is an ambergris? Is that a bird? Or is that a fish? How many followers does Chris P have? Bittman, I don't really eat local foods. Like I'm not out here sailing around the world to experience different kind of foods. I've always been a picky eater my whole life. That is not what I'm about. I tend to try to, if we're gonna go to a restaurant, I check ahead to make sure they have like steak and potatoes or some kind of like chicken dish, like, I don't know. Nice, Chris. I'm being a mockingbird where you're from. There you go. I find it bizarre that you're obsessed with sitting here watching a mockingbird. But hey, to each their own. Chris, you've been the one attacking me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Talking about how I'm gay and my channel, the way I run my chat is gay, and telling me how I should be running my chat, telling me how I would have more likes in my chat, telling me that I'm a dick. I've just been responding to your energy. You chose a different path. Amen, John. Hashtag no regrets in life. But I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm going to be honest. You did rub me the wrong way. I think the first thing you came in here saying, Chris, was that it was like when I went outside to show the waves, and you said something about how you would sleep like a baby. I don't think you would sleep like a baby in this. It felt like you came in here as like one of those, which I get a lot. I get sailors coming in here from time to time. They always got to show off their knowledge, make sure the chat knows that they've had these kind of experiences as well. And when we were talking about anchors, you were talking about how both anchor types I mentioned are good. I think those are the first two things you said when you came in here. Nah, Sherry, all I do is just shut other people's opinions down. One is the loneliest number. But Chris, you're a real one. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. You're probably the most real person I've ever met in this chat. Never met anyone as real as you. You give your honest opinion. You don't fucking cut around the bullshit. You are just a 100% real person. Alright, should we give him the silent treatment? Okay, we're gonna stop responding to Chris. We'll friggin' talk to other people in chat. I guess Chris has gotten too much attention. All the peanuts that I've been finding here in Indonesia are, I mean, they're not tiny. At least this bag isn't tiny, but they're also not very big. Like they're right on the borderline of, is it even worth cracking them open to get the peanuts inside? Maybe I'm being a little bit too specific about my peanuts, but I love my peanuts. Aye, aye. I know you guys don't like me giving a lot of attention to people, but I don't know. I just view these people a lot of times as like sad individuals that are coming into YouTube chats because life's not going well. And I don't want to be the reason for somebody to go and off themselves. So I give them the attention. You never know. One little argument might save someone's life. A little internet argument. I'm out here saving lives. I'm a fucking hero. You're not supposed to eat the shells of pistachios? Since when? Exactly, Mike. Salt, yeah, these are salted. I'll eat them either way. I mean, when I lived in the States, I would tend to buy raw peanuts in the shells, like not roasted or anything. Which is what we were finding at the markets, like the open air markets in a lot of the countries we visited recently. Like Solomon Islands. Whoa, you guys are fucking drunk. Fucking can't even stay up straight. I couldn't see. Oh, I mean, what do you mean by peanut shells? This, as in the peanut shell? Or like the little film on the outside? Have I ever had deep fried peanut? I don't think so. I'll tell you what though. We do need to chill on the deep fried food here. It's those white structures over there are food trucks. And we both eat for $3 a piece over there at the food trucks, but it's mostly fried food. All I get is fried rice, and then Jess gets fried chicken with fried rice. Frenchie, you fucking legend. Scooter content to Cenote would be cool. Okay. Well, then maybe what we do is, because like I said, I ordered a bunch of stuff off of the local eBay, which is called Tokopedia. Some of it is the stuff to fix our water maker. So it's mostly all stuff that we have in this package that is getting destroyed. And another item I got was a backup battery to charge our to use our Starlink Mini. So if we wait for the package to come in before we go visit the cenote, we can maybe bring our Starlink Mini and stream from the cenote. I don't know if we'd actually be able to stream the trip there, because we would be under a lot of tree cover, and I think the Starlink Mini would drop out more often than not. But I think once we get there, if we could find a nice open clear view of the sky, we could set up the Starlink Mini there and stream. What do you mean, Lynn? It's been a minute since I went on stream. Justin, I'm not entirely sure. There's a Google for that. But Frenchie, you are a fucking legend. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think we make sure that we stream from the the cenote. Now, I don't have intentions of spending hours at the cenote, but like an hour-long stream would be cool. It's all good, just a fellow. We're not out here begging. We appreciate it, but if you can't, just coming in to hang out with us is support enough. I do have a reverse osmosis unit, John. It's not functioning right now, though. The pump broke. And it's insane how difficult it is to find a pump that operates at 7.5 bar. Water maker breaks, Furious George, the desalinator. I definitely would like to have spare parts for that on board. I wish I would have done I mean, nobody expects a brand new item to require new parts within a couple years, but it does seem like all owners that have the water maker that I have to replace the pump every 2 years. Thank you, ATK. But yeah, so spare parts for the water maker, a new pump, a spare pump, filters for the water maker. I mean, fuel filters, oil filters for the diesel. Need tons of those. Are we diving the cenote? No. Ben, who you talking to? Me or Captain Farron? I'm just eating peanuts. Raw dog and peanuts, amen to that. Take mast, snorkel, and fins. Well, that we bought mast, snorkel, and fins specifically for the cenote because we don't want to be lugging every time we want to go snorkeling, we don't want to have to take our scuba stuff. Our scuba fins require boots, so we purchased some slip-on fins. Our snorkel or our scuba masks are like $100 a piece, so we bought some cheaper masks and snorkel. So we got all that stuff. A cenote, it's like a blue hole. It's like a sunken in hole that fills up with water. Coke, peanuts and Coke. I have never heard of such a fucking crazy thing. It's a thing. Is that why they call them beer nuts in some places? I've been to cenotes in Mexico before. I didn't dive them though. I don't know why, but I am really not as interested in scuba diving in freshwater stuff. It really doesn't interest me. I'm also not very big on wreck dives. Candied peanuts. I love honey roasted. It's probably my favorite type of peanut. I had coconut coated peanuts yesterday. Tahine hot peanuts. I'm not a big fan of tahine. Oh shit. I ended up going almost an hour over how long I planned on streaming today. Ew, coconut peanuts, you must try. Doesn't sound like you're very excited to try them if you start out the sentence with ew. All nuts are addictive, Ben. I wouldn't say all nuts. Not too addicted to men's nuts. Oh, I'm sure the fucking whoever was saying that my stream is gay would probably beg to differ. Wreck dives in Scapa Flow in Scotland. That sounds cold, John. What's up, Tim? Coconut cashews sound good, hell yeah. No, go girl, I'm not gonna let it roll off. He said my stream was gay, my fucking dreams are gay. This is gonna keep me up at night now. I'm just kidding. What, raw peanuts, Captain Farron, for that recipe, or what? I'm in Indonesia, Chef Pookie. It's going well, oh, fuck. Ayong Gatete? Chillin', Tim, what's up with you? Art Rebels, did you enjoy being on it? Go girl, exclamation point cash out. I'm not out here begging for money though. That's why it's not up on the screen 24/7. If somebody likes my content and wants to donate, they could ask. But I am not out here asking people to donate. Fuck yeah, Gatete. Chef Pookie, I sailed here on this boat. There you go, Bittman. You gotta get better. This is something better than just the old salty nuts for the wife. No, we're not underway right now. We're friggin' anchored. That's why that. We have the same background. How long did it take? I mean, it's been like a 3-year journey to get to this point. But like we sat in Tahiti for 10 months. We sat in Panama for like 6 months. So it's not like it took us 3 years non-stop sailing to get here. It's just been a 3-year journey. Nice, John. Hell yeah. I'm glad you enjoy it, Aderm. Thank you, Chef Pookie. I appreciate that. Aeon Gatete, you fucking legend, you. Thank you for the dono. My water maker, it's a Schenker Zen 30. And need a new pressure switch for it. The pressure gauge blew out somehow. I'm sure the membrane is unusable anymore because it's sat without being pickled for the last 3 months. So I'm sure there's tons of growth in there. The pump is not working, which is what originally failed, and that's why we haven't been able to use it. And that's probably why I wasn't able to pump the pickling solution through it to keep the membrane good. I've done boat tours before, Chef Pookie. We have been really lazy lately, so I'm going to wait until we have a chance to clean it before I do another boat tour on stream. We'll be cleaning the boat in the next couple days. It's been so rocky, we haven't wanted to do anything. Ooh, I hope that was a fucking fart. Fuck, man. I really hope that was a fart. Fish everywhere. I'm the worst sailor on the 7 seas. I don't eat any seafood. I don't have a set schedule to haul the boat out for bottom jobs. Last time we hauled out was, I believe, January of 2024 in Panama. So it's been 2 years. Fits or starts? A little bit of both. We do plan on pulling the boat out some point in Asia. Probably Thailand, though. I feel like I just want to get to Thailand. Seems like Thailand's a lot easier to ship packages to. Thailand allows packages like... You can't even order from AliExpress in Indonesia. They don't have Indonesia as an option for your country. Encrustations, what? Fuck yeah, Captain Farron. Yeah, we get growth, Aeon Gatete. We're gonna have the bottom of our boat scraped here by the local dive resort. They'll do it. I forget how much. I think it's gonna cost us like $60 or $70 to have the boat cleaned. And then last time we had it cleaned was like 2 months ago in Papua New Guinea. So we do get the bottom of the boat cleaned because it would significantly hurt our speed if we don't. I mean, I could also Depending on how frisky I'm feeling, I could don the dive gear and scrape the bottom myself. Areas, George, it really depends. Like, especially when when we first put the boat into the water after doing a new paint job, we tend to not have any growth for like a year. I think we went after we painted the bottom in Panama and put the boat in the water. I don't think we scraped our boat bottom for over a year. So we painted the bottom of the boat in January of 2024. And then I think the next time I scraped the bottom of the boat was one of my very first live streams, which was in May of 2025 in Tahiti, right before we left Tahiti. In water cleaned is $70. Yes, we paint it with anti-fouling paint. We use ablative paint. So ablative paint is kind of like, it's almost like a powder that goes on. And like if you rub your hand over it, the paint comes off on your hand. And the nice thing about that is when barnacles try to attach themselves to the hull of your boat, they don't stick and they fall off. That's why we didn't have to scrape the bottom of our boat for the first year. But yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of factors into how often you have to scrape your boat. How nutrient dense the water is, I think, has a lot to do with it. So if there's a high nutrient content in the water, there tends to be a lot more biological life that tries to attach to your boat and grow. Yeah, the paint is expensive. It could be a couple $100 per gallon, and it'll take like 5 or 6 gallons to do 3 coats. The paint I use can't be used on cars. I use Seahawk Islander 77 Plus or something like that. Yeah, I don't know why you would want this paint on your car. It's a very flat color, not shiny. And be water resistant. I think that what makes the paint on my boat water resistant, I think it's a good primer coat. Alright, so I don't know how much you guys heard, but I don't think my paint is waterproof paint. But yeah, my bottom, or my I don't think the paint I use is waterproof. It's more about preventing growth. So I don't think my paint would be used as good for automotive. The paint I used was very easy to find in Guatemala and Panama. In my opinion, like, I only know what I've experienced, but I'm very happy with the paint that I use. It definitely doesn't last no 10 years or anything, but I think if you kept up on it a little bit more and hauled the boat out of the water, pressure washed the bottom, you could just add new layers. Because like I said, the paint I use is ablative, which means like when you wipe your hand on it, it wipes the paint off. So it's not like stuck there permanently. So that way when marine life tries to stick onto your boat, it falls off with the paint. But that requires you to put more paint on more often. But I do think that you can just put new paint over the old paint. What's up, Justin? All is well. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up here soon. We went an hour over the 2-hour limit I'm giving us on these lives. The 2-hour limit was supposed to be able to prevent politic talk and all that stuff, which we still get roped into that shit. Yes, I use an ablative paint. I prefer it. Sacrificial anodes. I mean, we could kind of see our anodes on the boat from the dinghy sometimes if it's calm enough. Our anodes seem to still be there. We haven't really been in a marina recently, so not really much straight current to eat away our anodes. All right, Aeon Gatete, we'll be wrapping it up soon, so I appreciate you stopping in. A wooden boat. I don't think I would ever want a wooden boat. I'm sorry, Justin. Yeah, I'm trying to go, as long as I wake up early enough, I'm trying to go live around 7 p.m. Eastern. For what it's worth, and then go live from like 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. But you could watch the replay. Watch me deal with fucking trolls for an hour. Yeah, John? I am very happy with the ablative paint. XQ9, I don't know what an exhaust manifold is, and I've never changed an anode on it. ATK, that was a long friggin' night. I mean, when we're out at sea, my live streams will be a lot longer because there's better content. But when it's just a talking head live, I'm probably only going to try to do 2 hours. I don't think a high gloss would repel barnacles, no. They don't give a fuck. We are doing well, Lisa. Basically, the best paints, like that copper paint, is one of the best because it's just so highly toxic that no marine life wants to grow on it. But like copper-based paint is illegal in the United States because of how toxic it is. Man, I should have ordered another one of these jerseys. Probably be stuck in customs now anyway. The temperature is 89 degrees. You love the long lives. They're fucking exhausting though. Ah, hell yeah, Justin. I'm glad you're enjoying the outdoors. Fuck yeah. Nothing repels barnacles. Yeah, unless you have, like I said, I mean, I guess the copper-based paint doesn't repel it. It just makes a toxic environment that the barnacles don't want to grow. Yeah, Captain. I mean, I don't think there is 0% chance I'd ever own a wooden boat in my life. Honestly, I'm not really big on metal boats either. I think I would always own a fiberglass boat. Chillin', Paco, what's good with you? Gabe, I'd be lying if I friggin' pretended to act like I knew what was toxic or... I mean, that was just, I guess, my uneducated understanding of why copper coat works good for bottom jobs. It's because it's so toxic that barnacles don't grow on it, but I could be wrong. XQ, well, I have never changed that anode. Lisa, we are in Biak, Indonesia still. We're going to be here for at least another 7 to 10 days, I'd say. Fuck yeah, Paco. Gotta keep that pimp hand strong. It is beautiful. Gotcha, XQ. Seawater side of the heat exchanger. I'll have to figure out what the heat exchanger is. All right, Captain Farron, I hope you have a good day, or good evening, or good night. Being out at sea crazy in the middle of the ocean, yeah? I guess. It's kind of crazy, like people that climb those fucking high-ass towers to change the friggin' light at the top of like a cell tower or whatever. What's up, Rodrigo? Minnesota's very cold, I bet. ATK, what kind of crazy stuff would you imagine I saw? Because I feel like anytime everyone asks craziest thing I've ever seen, like my best answer is lightning, I guess is the craziest thing I've ever seen out at sea. All you need is love. John Lennon, good man. Shot in the back. Very sad. What movie is that from? What shark attack user? Yeah, I definitely got to wrap it up because I think it's time for me to go sit on the toilet for a couple minutes. Been building this one up for 3 hours now. ATK, I have no paranormal experiences. I've never seen scary creatures out at sea. Never saw an unmanned drone. And I've seen one random buoy out in the middle of the ocean. Again, like, I guess that is the weirdest thing. My Yanmar is a 4JHE. Old hospitals use sinks because germs can't live on copper. There you go. Oh yeah, shark attacks happen everywhere. Yeah, no turtle head yet, Curious George. You have a good night too, Terry. I appreciate you. What's up, Pogera? You have a good one too, Gabe. I appreciate you stopping in. Lake Erie just had a shark attack. Fins to the left. Fins to the right. Gotta watch out for those land sharks. Dad's son, I'm in Indonesia right now. Where are you? Freshwater sharks. Scuba dive was nice. Thank you, Jay. Unfortunately, that footage was just a little bit of footage that the dive master at the dive shop took for us since we ruined our GoPro. But we did buy a new GoPro, so if we go diving again, we could get some good footage. I mean, we can technically take the dinghy, because our last scuba dive was like right over there. There's a reef right over there, and that was where our last scuba dive was. So technically we could go by ourselves and go dive over there with the new GoPro. We have never dove by ourselves without somebody that was more experienced. Diet Chuck Norris. Are you saying I'm a skinnier version of Chuck Norris? I appreciate that. I think my man boobs would disagree with you. Boom, 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 boom. It was probably the best troll I got all day though, Rusty, if I'm being honest with you. Fucking the most intellectual fucking troll I got. I bet you that Chris dude's still in here. Aren't you, Chris? What fish I catch out here? I'm not a big fisherman, Dad, son. I'm fucking the worst sailor on the 7 seas because I hate all seafood. So I don't tend to fish. But I have caught tuna. We went out fishing with a local fisherman in Tahiti and we caught a big blue marlin. What's going on in the Gulf Islands today, Gulf Island Rock? Chris passed out. Think his drunk ass passed out. Was he the drug? No, that was the other dude. Nathan. What do you mean successful, Curious George? Was I successful in catching it? Yes. We caught it. We caught a tuna on stream one day. It was the same stream where I climbed up the mast. I think that was the first stream we ever saw dolphins live on stream, maybe. Oh, that was it, Brad. 55 degrees? That's not too bad considering the rest of the world. But the tuna was that I caught was only like that big. The last one. Now we tried fucking filleting it and that was a big fail, so we just threw it overboard for the sharks. Ciao, Karen. Buongiorno. All right, guys, let's start wrapping it up here. I gotta go drop off my kids at the pool. So, that being said, I would like to thank everybody that tuned in with us today. Everybody that was kind enough to send us a gift. Everybody that was kind enough to send us a donation. All the new subscribers that we got today, all 10 of you. Everybody that liked this video, all 153 of you. We are in Indonesia right now, MS Howdy, or M Shouty. Everybody that stopped in to fucking chat with us today. And, as always, we'll wrap it up by thanking all of our members, including Renata, Todd Freeman, Carolina Mom, Wally, Angela, North Fork, Chadwick, Never Bow Down, Josh, Mr. Rockstar, Chris Simpson, Steve Newstead, Matthew, Sean, Nauticolt, Noah, Corey, Bobby, Shovelhead, Eric, Julie, Sherry, Dog Tags, Wooster, Melly, Captain Coke, Falcon, Cathos, Cheryl, Randall, Jojo, Hookset John, Rock Lobster, Cara, Blake, Connie, Tony, Gigi, Scum, Mortimer, Nate, Ryan Revis, Turkey, Mr. Mikey, CT Turnip, Georgianne, Connie, Crazy Corey, Nikki, Chef John, Julie, Frenchie, and Tyler. We appreciate all of you guys and everybody that I didn't mention. I appreciate all you guys for stopping in and tuning in with us. We appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, if it's nice and calm out, I don't know if we'll be going live. If we do, it will be a very calm, if it's calm out tomorrow, it would be a very short live because we'll be going to land to do a bunch of errands. So if not, we will catch you guys the day after tomorrow. All right, XQ, yes, we are a freshwater cooled engine. I appreciate you checking that out. But thank you, Brittany, for the flower. We appreciate you guys, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys. My poop is coming. Peace.